Welcome back. All right, so we're in between the second and third period of St. Louis Winnipeg, and I can review this one. The Battle of Florida. I didn't see anything controversial tonight, did you? Kind of thrown off. Although, I will say that, as this game went along and it was obvious who was winning the game, I think that made a lot of sense. Not to, go out there and throw a stupid hit, that kind of thing. So Bobrovsky versus Vasilevsky in this one, once again. Early hits draw some cheers. Lindell has a rush chance that deflects out. Kucherov gets dinged. He stays on the bench. Lone shot on nets for Florida at 2.5 minutes, and at 2:33 on their first shot, Tampa Bay scores. Gonsalves. It's a double deflection on a point shot. Glendening and Hedman with the assists. For the first time in this series, Tampa Bay has a 1-0 lead. So that was encouraging. Panthers press to respond. Florida draws a power play. There's an early cycle, and I think it was 12 seconds into it. At 5:21, I should say, Verhaeghe buries a loose puck at the net. Tkachuk and Reinhart with the assists. So we are in a 1-1 tie. Panthers then press for the lead. In fact, the shots are 4-2 Florida at 6.5 minutes. Tampa had a hard time containing that Florida attack. Points denied from the doorstep. Tkachuk has a net drive that's blockered aside. Mosier has a shot that's tipped just wide. The teams trade turnovers. And at 10:06, it's a net feed that goes in off the skate of Lundell. Marchand and Luostarinen with the assists at 10:06. Florida has their first lead of the game at 2-1. However, at 12:16, Tampa had been pressing to respond, and they would. Paul gets a goal from Geekie. He wires this one from the slot. I'd given an assist to Chaffee. I thought Chaffee tipped it first, but last I looked, it still says Paul from Geekie. But that ties the game at 2, and it looks like this game could be crazy. I'm very surprised that it's not an 80s magnet that's on this board. But anyways, the Panthers then go to the power play. They cycle. Seth Jones has a shot. Shot that's saved. There's more cycling. Barkov has a shot that deflects wide. Reinhart's denied. The power play's killed off. The Panthers then get more pressure after it comes to an end. In fact, with 4.5 minutes left, the shots are 15-6 for Florida. So it's a 2-2 tie, but it felt like it shouldn't be. Like, Florida's been controlling a lot of the play. The score's just tied. And it doesn't feel like a tie game at that point. 3:26 left. Tampa gets a power play. There's an early clear. The Bolt cycle. Gensel gets denied at the net. Puck's cleared out. The power play's killed off. Two shots, and to that point, it was 15 straight penalty kills by the Florida Panthers. Successful on 15 in a row. That's impressive. It's 2-2 after the first period. Second period, 52 seconds in. And this is after I thought Tampa Bay, I was even going to put up here, Bolts get off to a decent start, a little bit of an early jump, but a point shot gets deflected in by Barkov at 52 seconds to give Florida the lead back at 3-2. The assist of Forsling and Luostarinen. The Panthers press at 2 minutes, so now the Panthers are looking for another. Cirelli's denied. Bobrovsky holds on there. The Panthers then press at 3.5 minutes. Gonsalves is denied on a rush. 7 minutes in, the shots are 5-4 in favor of the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Bolts draw a power play. There's an early cycle. Kucherov has a shot that's gloved aside. Puck's cleared out. And then at 9:56, Gensel. It's a power play goal from Hedman. It's a wrister from the left circle, and so Jake Gensel, who has apparently 8 goals in 10 playoff games against Bobrovsky, why didn't he share the secret with the rest of his teammates? He's holding back. But that does tie the game at 3. Gets the fans, into it and excited. Far more lively crowd in Tampa tonight than what we saw previously in their last game in Tampa. Tampa then looks for the lead. Bennett to Tkachuk near miss. Marchand has a rush chance that's blocked out. The team's trade rushes. Kucherov to Gensel, that chance gets blocked. And I thought throughout this series, Florida did a fantastic job of not giving Kucherov any of his usual passing lanes. Tampa goes back to the power play. There's an early cycle. Puck's cleared. It's cleared out again. And I wasn't going to write all the times that Florida cleared it, but they really didn't let them get set up. And then after that, the power play's killed off, and at 15:13, Sam Bennett on a rush out of the box, he scores. So it's that dreaded player coming out of the penalty box. He scores the goal. Lundell and Luostarinen with the assist. So Luostarinen had himself a night. Big game, and it's a 4-3 lead now for Florida. Luostarinen putting up a ton of points. Schmidt then takes a high stick, which draws a crowd. They reviewed this during the commercial that followed, and it was a follow-through, so there's no penalty. I know at times fans may not understand that if it's a follow-through on a shot, If your stick clips a guy up high, it is not considered to be a high stick. If it's on the backswing, it is. Is that weird? A little bit, yeah, but it is the way that the NHL has always called that. Paul can't bury one in close. Tampa presses in the final minute. Things get scrummy at the horn, so they call a penalty on one of each. We have 4-4 hockey to start the third. Florida ahead by a score of 4-3. The Panthers press at a minute and a half. In fact, 2.5 minutes in, the shots are 2-0 in favor of Florida. Really, just they start that lockdown game that Florida's capable of playing. Florida presses at 3 minutes. They have some good forechecking. Every Florida game, I talk about their forechecking, and it's there. The Bolts press at 4.5 minutes. Point has a one-timer that's turned aside. The Panthers get pinned as the Bolts are looking to tie it. Then Lundell gets denied on a fast break. So Tampa gets all this time, and then Lundell gets denied. 6.5 minutes in, the shots are 3 apiece. So Tampa had 3 shots in a row before Lundell gets that fast break chance that was saved by Vasilevsky. Kucherov can't bury one in close. He did not have a goal. Tonight, no goals in this series. There will definitely be some discussion, won't there? And there'll be videos on teams that get eliminated. So there you go. Once I'm done with all the teams that missed the playoffs. Things get pushed and a hold by Bobrovsky. Chaffee then has a 3-on-2 chance that's turned aside. Kucherov has a sharp angle shot that's blocked. Tampa, they press with 9 minutes left. And then at 13:02, it's a cross-ice pass and it's in on a rush. Lusterinen, who had a bunch of assists, decides I might as well get a goal as well. He scores to make it 5-3, and it's Marchand and Lundell with the assists. Marchand has fit right in with the Florida Panthers, and while I have mixed feelings as a Bruins fan about it, you know what? Good on Marchand. Good on Marchand for having quite the game and assisting on a very important insurance goal to make this game 5-3. The goalie pull happens with 4:37 left because now you're down by a couple, and it's Florida. So at 15:36, Reinhart hits the empty net, makes the score 6-3. The Bolts press to respond. John Cooper pulls the goalie again because why not? And then with 1:26 left, the Panthers get a power play. I think it was Chernak that took a penalty there. Just frustration kicking in. Florida wins this one 6-3, and they win the series 4-1. I don't know that anybody in the East can stop Florida. I don't. Whoever comes out of that series between Ottawa and Toronto, I will be taking Florida in that series. Tampa Bay is a good team, and so to watch them get kind of taken apart by Florida, it's impressive. It is very impressive. Shots on net, 16-9 Florida in the first, 13-8 Tampa in the second, 7 apiece in the third. Final shots, 31-29 in favor of Florida. Power plays, both teams go 1 for 3, I should say. The hits, 44-26 for Florida. Bobrovsky saves 26 out of 29. Vasilevsky, 25 saves on 30 shots. I don't think the save percentage is accurate for Vasilevsky tonight. I don't mean the number. I just mean that it doesn't tell you how well he played. I thought Vasilevsky made some pretty big saves when he needed to. Florida's just so darn good right now. And yeah, I think this is a team that's probably going to come out of the East. It's a discussion we had during the live stream today. And I said whoever wins the series between Florida and Tampa very likely ends up in the final. And I get the feeling the winner of Colorado and Dallas very likely to end up in the final as well, but we shall see. Yeah, so there you go. We have 3 series that are finished in the East. All of the East, it seems, is relatively, easy to finish off with one exception. And we'll see how that Game 6 goes tomorrow. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Another Battle of Florida is done. The Florida Panthers kind of made it look easy at points today. And, yeah, we'll see how things go for them in the next round. But I do think this is going to be a very difficult team to knock out from here. But let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.